Hi everybody. My daughter Judy and I just got back from a vacation for a few days at Disney Springs and at Epcot and Magic Kingdom. And we thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little video on where to trade pins at Disney Springs, specifically in this video, and we might revisit Epcot and Magic Kingdom in another video. But Judy loves trading pins. She's an expert pin trader. She got me into trading pins. And so I've got her along to give her expertise in pin trading. But what we're going to do is we got a map of Disney Springs, and I highly recommend getting one of these guide maps of Disney Springs. A lot of times there's a cast member as you first get there that will have them. If not, there's a kind of like a, I don't know, a guest services area you can get maps as well. But what I'm going to do in this video is right after this intro, I'm going to show the map, and I've circled on the map places to trade pins. And if you'll notice, most of the action, there's 14 spots to trade pins at Disney Springs right now. And most of the action's on the far east side. So it's going to be the longest walk, but there are like 8 or 9 places just boom, 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 boom that have pin boards in them. And it's just awesome. So anyway, I will show you the map now, and I hope it turns out where you can at least get an idea of where everything is. It might not be perfectly clear because my technology is not the greatest, but you should be able to get an idea of where things are, so you know where to go to trade the pins. So here's the map. Okay, I had just mentioned the map, the guide map of Disney Springs. This is the map that we had right here. And I'll open it up and I'll kind of orientate you with it before I get into where all the things are. But on here, this side is where all the stores are. And over here, it lists each store. So for instance, you know, if we go to store number 19 right here, you can find it over here. The stores that have the Mickey icons next to them are only Disney stores. Basically, they sell Disney merchandise, and those are actually the stores where you're going to find pin trading for the most part, except for the food locations. The food locations don't have pin trading, but the Disney icon stores, the ones with the icons next to them, usually will have the pin boards in there. But let me show you this map here. We usually park in the orange garage, and this is the orange garage right here. So we come down the ramp right here, and we walk through here. The first place the places that we saw, there's 3 stores in a row. You've got 1, 2, and 3. The first store has a front, it kind of is like an L, and so it's easy to see. That's called the Disney Style store right here. Then right next door to it, you have the Star Wars Galactic Outpost, and then the next store is a Marvel store called the Superhero Headquarters. So these 3 stores have pin boards. Next, well, you could actually walk down here. Now, we were not staying on property, so we couldn't use the bus transportation to get from our hotel to Disney Springs. We actually drove our own car. That's why we parked in the orange parking lot. If you were staying at a Disney Resort hotel, they'll actually bus you to this area, and then you can come out. And we were actually told, although we never saw it, that there's a pin trading location right here by the transportation area. Unfortunately, I don't have any information on that for you because, like I said, we never saw it. But supposedly there is one right here. The next thing to do, though, what we did was we walked through all these stores, and it's a little bit of a ways, but we don't mind the walk at all. And here you have the World of Disney store. This store, as of right now, does not have a pin board in it, but we went twice. We went on a on a Tuesday evening and on a Friday evening. On Tuesday evening, there were probably about 4 cast members with lanyards on them to trade pins. And then on Friday, we only found 1 in there that had a lanyard to trade pins. There's always going to be an employee by the pin section of this store that's trading pins. So if you can't just walk around and find employees with lanyards, go specifically to the pin area of that store, and there's always a cast member right now with a lanyard there. And in talking to some of the cast members, they mentioned that a lot more cast members every day are having lanyards on just to trade pins. So hopefully by the time this video airs, maybe even more and more will continue to do it. As you keep going on, though, this is one last area that my daughter and I didn't actually see, or we didn't see it anyone trading pins there. It's a Visa Chase area. But supposedly there's a cast number or a pin board there where you can trade pins. We don't have much information on that. But right over here, this is space number 121. This is the Marketplace Co-op. And this store had, well, it seemed like it had 2 pin boards in it, but that's because it's connected with this one right here, which is called Trendy. So there's 2 pin boards in this one small area, and again, those stores are connected, so it'll seem like they're together. This area here is called Once Upon a Toy. We love this pin board in there. There's usually some pretty good pins there that we found. Next is my favorite area, and we'll talk about these probably shortly after I show you this map. But this is the Pin Traders, Disney Pin Traders store. It has tons of pins for sale in there, and this is where we actually traded pins. There were people that had their pins spread out on a bench outside of there that we had fun trading with. Next to the Pin Traders, we have the Star Wars Trading Post right there. Farther along over here, right there, 136, there was Disney's Days of Christmas store. Right here, 139, the Art of Disney. And then right next to it, 138, the Wonderful World of Memories. Those are the different pin trading locations where there's a pin board inside, or in the case of the World of Disney store, cast members with lanyards. And now Judy and I will just come back on real quick, and we'll just talk a little bit about some of our favorite locations where we traded pins, and we'll go from there. Judy and I are back to talk a little bit about kind of our experience, I guess, trading pins. I know you just saw the map of where everything is. Judy, did you have a favorite store that you traded at? And we have the map down here to reference in case we need it. But did you have a favorite store that you liked trading at, or?
I kind of like the Christmas store one.
And why did you like the Christmas store?
I just found a lot of good pins there, and it just has the good feel of Christmas to it. Okay.
So the Christmas store, what was it? The official name of it was Disney's Days of Christmas, is what store is. It's store number 136 on the map, in case you get the map. That was Judy's favorite. My favorite, for sure, was Disney Pin Traders. And one of the things I neglected to mention while I was showing you the map is at Disney Pin Traders, there's not only a pin board there, but both times we were there were probably, 3 or 4 cast members in that store.
Lots of cast members.
That had lanyards to trade pins. So not only is there's that pin board there, but I mean, the whole store is dedicated just to pins, and it's kind of a cool store anyway, because it's kind of like a indoor-outdoor store. So it's like you're not really going in a store. It's just kind of like a hut, but it's not like a hut that's going to fall over. It's a nice, I don't know how to describe it. It's an indoor-outdoor type of store.
Yeah. Also, something that's nice about it is that they have some really cool pins, like on their lanyards there, and like on the pin boards. I found some really cool pins there.
That was one of the things that Judy and I were talking about. Is I don't remember a single store that we went to that we didn't find a pin at, like that we wanted. Like Judy says, there might be a couple stores. Usually, it seems like when we trade pins, whether it's at downtown Disney in Anaheim or other places, usually it seems like there's always a few stores that are just kind of like we don't have very good luck. But I feel like every single store we went to this last trip, we got a pin that we liked. We found a pin that we liked, and like I said in the map video when I was showing you guys the map, there were actually people that set up their pins outside that the Disney Pin Traders, and Judy of course went right over to them and started trading with them right away, and I was still snooping around the store to see what other pins I could find in there, but we had a lot of fun trading with those guys. Do you like trading with other guests, or do you prefer trading with cast members? What do you like to do?
I like trading with like other guests because they also have been like collecting for like so long, and they have all those cool pins you would ever wish for. So it's fun trading with them. We had a funny story. Do you want to tell the story about the King Hubert pin that we found? So we were like. Well,
let me set up the whole story here first. So we were at a pin board. Judy and I were in one of the shops. I don't remember what shop it was.
It was the Pin Traders.
Was it the Pin Traders that we found? Was it?
Yeah, and I remember you were like, "Oh, let's go trade with those people," and I just ran over there.
Well, I think we found the pins at a different store like before. So there was
Toy Story.
there is a mystery box of pins that has I guess I hadn't seen it before, but it has Sleeping Beauty and it has a lot of the characters and it's a puzzle that you put together and stuff like that. And
Make a castle.
we found two of the pieces. We found King Hubert and we found I don't remember what the
It
other
was
one was.
another person.
Yeah,
I had King Hubert.
another part of that. And Judy found King Hubert and I got the other one and we traded pins for him on it from a pin board. Well, so we found these people that were trading, these guests that had set up their books outside, and go ahead, Judy.
One of the people that wanted it were completely desperate. They're like, that's the only one I need to complete my set. And they were just like, you can tell they were like really wanting that pin. I'm like, I really like it, but I mean, you can use it more than I can, so I just traded it for.
And they actually they traded her two really nice pins for it, because I guess that pin was what did they say, they're like $35 for the mystery box of them, I think. So, and like I said, we found them on a pin board, which was actually really cool. And but yeah, so. Gosh, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll try to check this as often as I can. Again, we were just there, probably, was it the second week in February of 2024, so this is pretty updated as of right now. But yeah, go ahead and comment below if you have any questions, and happy pin trading. Hope you guys find some good ones.